So go to Venus Moon. Hello, and I think we're live.
Hi.
So actually I'm going to it too. Venus Moon, and then just want to find our video.
No, pages.
Hi everybody, if anyone's watching. And hello if you're watching the replay at home. If you don't have this live, I think it's behind next to Regina's head. If you don't have a little red live square, that means we're no longer live, but still watch this because we're going to talk about some really cool stuff. We're going to have you guys, people watching live come on and chat with us. We're going to do some free card pulls. We are going to talk about some cool things on our schedule. And we have a way to win. You guys can win some free crystals. We actually are deciding right now what we're going to put in this crystal gift. But we'll talk about that in a minute. And I see Crystal's watching. Speaking of crystals, hello, thanks for joining. And Sarah, thank you. Oh my gosh, Sarah, long time no see. Yay. I'm glad you guys are hanging. This is our Venus Moon After Dark chat. Ooh. I've been talking about it. We've been talking about having some Venus Moon After Dark chat. And here we are. And I have my first guest. I'm so excited for you guys to meet her. So this is Regina from, you could tell them.
From Golden Moon, listen to me.
I love
From
it.
Golden Aura. Hi guys, how are you? This is so exciting, and Krissy kind of pushes me a little bit, and I think I kind of just pushed her into Venus Moon After Dark.
I wasn't sure on the name until just now when I was typing it, but it's gotta be.
Yeah, so we're kind of excited.
Hey.
We're kind of excited to see what kind of messages come through for us and whatnot tonight. It's really not planned. That's why it's Venus Moon After Dark, right? You don't want everyone to be like,
right?
What is going on?
When it's after dark, we're going to talk about
Sharon.
whatever we need to talk about. Stuff's going to come through, spirit's going to come through, messages. Regina was called to pull out 2 decks from my collection, so who knows what deck you're going to get a reading from. And then I have my Old Faithful Rider-Waite Smiths with me if we want to add to the message at all. We're going to talk to Regina a little bit first because I want you guys to meet her and learn about what she does because she's freaking amazing. I've been getting such awesome feedback. She did Reiki at our New Moon Circle at the Venus Moon, was it last month or earlier this month? And everyone was just raving about how amazing she was, and we have a lot of other fun events coming up that she's going to be a part of and holding at Venus Moon, and she's going to be all around too. So, hang in. Again, if you're watching the replay, watch us because we got some cool stuff to talk about, and the readings will connect to you too. You know how we do. Meditate along with us. Actually, let's tell them first about our contest that we're doing.
Okay.
So if you guys want to be entered.
Tina.
Oh, Tina, thank you. Thanks for joining in. And Sharon, she's wearing her Venus Moon shirt.
Sharon.
I love it. Send a pic. So we have our old trusty tickets. So what I need you guys to do is make sure you like Golden Aura. It's tagged right in the description of this video. Make sure you like Venus Moon page too, and then give the video a share. Let us know that you did all 3. What can they say? So we know that you could just say did all 3, and I'll say cool, and I'll put you in the contest. So share the video on your page. Dory, thanks for joining, and Elizabeth, yay! So make sure, one more time, like both of us. Share the video on your page to pull more peeps in, and then you get this awesome gift. Regina was picking out some crystal tumbles, and we're going to give you guys fluorite bracelet, whoever gets picked.
Bracelet, fluorite.
I've been wearing my fluorite every day.
Yes, and explain what fluorite's so good for.
Fluorite, oh my gosh, it's literally one of the best crystals. It connects the 3rd eye and the heart chakra. It's kind of like the bridge between them. So it's a very intuitive stone, super psychic, great for any energy workers, but it brings in that love from the heart chakra, very healing as well. Just all around, one of the coolest stones that you can have, one of the prettiest stones. Regina carries one around with her. It's like her worry stone.
Oh yeah, it's so good for anxiety too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can actually get lost in a piece of fluorite just looking at the different colors, the striations, the purples, the blues, the greens.
Right.
But yes, I do carry my own worry stone with me that's fluorite, and when I've seen Krissy's bracelet, I was like, I think that's what we're giving away.
She saw them hanging in my inventory, and I was like, oh, I'm actually wearing one. I love this. And they're cool. They have every color on there. You have the greens, the purples, the blues. I also have my amethyst and labradorite on this wrist. It's like my pull-in intuition. Ooh. But so let us know you did all 3. Just comment, did all 3. Like both pages, share the video, and your name will get entered to win not only a fluorite bracelet, but also some awesome tumbles that Regina picked out. I think you grabbed one cool rutilated quartz too.
I did.
Which is awesome for like bouncing out.
Woo! I think I'm here. I'm there. See if you can see the rutilation in here. If I move my fingers.
Some golden aura from Golden Aura.
Oh, look at that.
So that'll be part of your gift too. Rutilated quartz is beautiful because it just bounces out all the chakras, very healing. So you'll get that. You'll get a fluorite bracelet and some other fun goodies that will be in there. Crystal, yay, you're the first one. Thank you.
Yes, Crystal did all 3. Yes, 3P.
Yes. All right, let us know if anyone else does it. We'll be watching the comments. Oh, thanks, Dory.
Go ahead, Dory. All 3.
Yay.
Look at me, I'm fidgety. I'm trying to get myself all comfy here.
I know these chairs do get a little uncomfortable.
Oh
for a
no,
while, too.
she put it, Krissy put the pressure on me with me being the first guest, right? She was like, yeah, we'll talk, we'll do this, and now I'm the first guest. How special. I feel so blessed.
I'm so excited.
Oh, Tina did all 3. Way
Oh,
to go, Tina.
Love
Yeah.
you. So why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Okay.
You guys keep doing that.
So again, my name's Regina Murphy. I run Golden Aura. It's currently out of my house. I have an awesome, I call it like energy sanctuary filled with crystals, good vibes. And honestly, my gift comes through energy-wise with Reiki for the most part.
Amazing with Reiki.
I see colors, animals, messages, flowers. There's different things that come through for me. It's not when I got into Reiki, it wasn't to see images and stuff. It was more so to help heal. I know healing is crazy important, especially right now. We're coming out of a very dark hibernation time, and you know, mental health awareness is on the rise, and just going through healing myself really brought me to a place where I was like, more people need this. And some people look at me like I have 3 heads, but I always use the guy that I work with. He, you know, he might have been a little skeptical, but I gave him a little piece of black tourmaline to bring with him to a funeral, and the outcome with the issues with his family were actually better than he could have thought of. So he kind of,
I give that to everyone too.
Yes.
Like all our employees in Surf Pro, like carry
yes.
this.
Yes. And I kind of, so this weekend I ran into one of my girlfriends from high school, and she was just very proud that I've been putting myself out there, and kind of asked me like, how am I putting myself out there? And we all have a story to tell. I personally just feel that, you know, whether it's a bad story, a good story, a story that screwed you up but put you back on a better path, kind of like how my story is. I think sharing that is important, because not a lot of people think what they went through was bad enough, or what someone else went through is bad enough. We got a Jess done all 3.
I see you. Thank you, Jess.
Okay. And I could just ramble, but healing is huge in my life. Being able to be a channel for healing has been one of the biggest blessings. That honestly, when I got into Reiki, I did not know it was going to come the way that it did. And meditation is also huge in my life. I used to be a little short fused. I'm still short fused, and will just tell someone to go fuck themselves. But then I'll woo-saw and rebalance, right? So it's all about a yin and yang right there. And it's funny because a lot of people are like, what do you mean you're spiritual? You just told that lady to go fuck herself.
I love it.
But I came back and meditated. Like, I kind of, you know, not that it makes it right or wrong, but sometimes, you know, we're human, and I can post all the positive things in the world, but it doesn't mean that I'm not gonna react when reaction happens, right? It's just that I learn how to not be as angry as I used to be.
I love it. You're real and you're relatable. Like, I think a lot of people will like working with you because you're not just like love and light, namaste. You're literally
No.
like, let's get to the bottom of this bullshit.
Yes.
Like, cut,
Yes. And
cut
it's
what we need
important.
to.
It's important. And
People need that.
they do. And what's another thing that's beautiful, and I know now that I need to get tissues for my my energy sanctuary, is the release that actually has been happening for my clients. Like, it's been simply amazing. Someone comes in not really knowing what to expect. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, the spirit just comes through me, gives me messages, and being able to remove people's blocks through this gift has just been simply amazing. Honestly, like, it's more than I thought I was getting when I went and signed up for the 3 Reiki
Right.
to be a Reiki master.
You're a Reiki master, which is
Yeah.
really amazing. I'm only level 1 Reiki, and just level 1 is so intense, so I can't even imagine like having all that
Yeah.
energy in you.
Yeah. So the attunement process was probably my favorite part.
Oh my gosh.
So the first Reiki, like Reiki 1 that I went through, when I went home, my dogs were different towards me. Like, it was crazy. Keeping it real, being Crystal, you know how I do it. It was crazy. And the Reiki master that I learned from has been doing this 17 years, and I kind of messaged her like, hey, my dogs are a little weird with me. And she was like, well, that's normal. You just got attuned. And I'm like, not that I didn't believe it, but I was like, okay. And so I go through Reiki 2, and then I go into my Reiki master, and my husband teases me like, oh, you're a sensei. I'm like, yes, young grasshopper, sit with me. But the Reiki master part, I had to make sure that it wasn't my ego wanting to be called like a Reiki master, like, oh, yes, a master. No. Reiki master basically just means that I have all my attunements and can teach Reiki itself. So it's a way to pass it on. And again, my Reiki master, Maggie, love her to pieces if she's watching. What did I squirrel, see, this is how human I am. Okay, I didn't write anything down. Oh, when I first met Maggie, I was late. I was late to my first Reiki session, and I was flushed, and I was flustered, and just all the things. And I showed up apologizing. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm late. And she told me to stop saying sorry, and taught me that sorry comes from sorrow. She was like, and how do you feel? Do you feel sorrow because you're late? And I was like, no. She was like, well, then don't. It's going to lower your frequency. Yeah. So instead of saying sorry, I'm late, well, now if I show up late, which I try not to because it gives me anxiety, but if I do show up late, I say thank you for waiting for me.
That's perfect.
So there's just been a shift, and right then and there I was like, this is why I'm here. This is totally why I'm here. And here it turns out that after my attunements and stuff like that, just the way energy flows through me shows up, like I said, flowers, colors. My clients actually also witness things, and it's kind of neat that we might witness them in different parts of the body. And that's just because energy is moving. So
she was literally glowing. Like when I was playing the sound bowls and she was doing Reiki on everybody at the new moon sound bath, she was glowing. It was amazing. Like you could just see the energy beaming off of her, and then like as she was connecting to people, they were glowing along with her. It was amazing.
It is honestly a beautiful thing. My husband doesn't really understand it, but he has come around to know that there's something special that happens. And probably like the third time that it happened, I was like, let me make sure that I'm not making this stuff up, right? So like there's stuff that happened, and I'm like, there's just no way that this coincidence happens in energy work. Like there's, in general, coincidences are hard for me to believe. Like coincidences are kind of like, that's not a coincidence.
There's no coincidences.
No, that's a sign.
Yeah.
So my husband just kind of sees like how the people, the clients coming out, and like the fullness that I have from what I do, and he's come to accept and just love the fact that I'm able to be me, and it all comes through how it's supposed to, which has been absolutely amazing. Me and Krissy, I mean, my best friend, my manager, Crystal, tagged me in a couple of things with Krissy and was like, oh my gosh, you got to meet Krissy, you got to do this, you got to, and I'm just like, all right, well, she must have met her, she's got good energy, she's got to be cool if she wants me to meet her, right? So I set a meeting up, finally sit with Krissy, and I'm talking about Crystal like she knew her, and she doesn't know her. She was like, I've never met her. And I'm like, what do you mean you never met her? Like, she told me I needed to meet you. And like, just, again, no coincidences. And now she's just, I pour my heart out to her. I message her, I share ideas with her, and it's just actually been amazing. Like, just a soul sister connection.
Thank you, Crystal. And
yes,
I feel like connecting
Crystal.
with you too, for sure.
Yes. Crystal's actually like the closest thing to the realest sister that I have. And for her, like, having whatever kind of feeling to connect me and Krissy, like, here we are. Like, how amazing.
Right, and we have lots of fun stuff coming up too because of that.
We do.
I was thinking maybe we should do a group reading first, and then we can talk a little bit about our event.
Okay. Sounds
Thank
good.
you guys for like all commenting, sharing. If you are just joining in, make sure to share the video and make sure that you like Golden Aura and Venus Moon. It's right in the description of this video. And then comment and say, did all three. And you'll be entered to win an awesome little gift at the end of the night. Free shipping, of course.
Ooh, and this is just one of the little pieces here.
Hey, Mary.
Rutilated quartz.
It's so incredible. Like, she really picked it up for you guys.
It really
and
is.
rutilated
beautiful.
quartz is an expensive stone too. And you get your fluoride bracelet and then a few other tumbles.
Also has a little bit of black tourmaline in it, so you'll be carrying around some protection.
Awesome piece.
Hi, Mary. Hi, you're new.
Thanks for joining.
Good.
Be sure to enter our contest.
For sure.
Nope. And Michelle, yay, thanks. Hey, anyone else watching, make sure you comment, say hi so we know that you're hanging out with us.
Yeah.
If you have any questions for Regina or even for me, let us know. First, we're going to do a group reading. So this is for everybody watching. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching live with us, all of you start to think about any questions that you might have, any worries, any stress, any people that you want to come through, whatever it might be. If you need some direction, send that energy to us, send it to the cards. We have 3 different decks that we're working with. We're just going to see what kind of flows. And we're going to pull a reading, and it's going to resonate for everyone that just is meditating along with us. And then we'll pick some people to do one-on-ones after we talk a little bit about our events. You know, we have our basket with codes. First one on our end to say the codes will get the reading. So we'll have time for a few of them. We'll let Regina kind of decide how long she can go. She's a early sleeper. You know me, I'll be talking until 4 a.m. on here.
So I am a bird mama. We have 4 small dogs, which are my babies, of course, and we have Lola. She is a blue and gold macaw.
So cute.
So adorable. However, macaws need 10 to 12 hours of sleep. So she goes to bed at like 6:30, but I technically get up with the birds, literally. Get up with the birds. So she's up by about, my husband's up at 4:30, she's up by about 5:30, so I am up and doing my thing before the rest of the birds are up. So that's why your girl usually goes to bed early, and I like to watch my shows. Okay?
Love it. So cute. Oh, Mary, I love Liz. Thank you for joining. Yay. And Franny, new follower. Yay, awesome. We love to have you here. Mary Ann Murphy, hang in, connect in with us right now because we're pulling some messages right now for everybody watching. So who knows what'll come through, and I'm sure it'll resonate with you and your son. I'm so sorry to hear about that. We'll definitely see what comes through, and then if you're lucky, you can get through for a one-on-one reading, but we're going to be doing that in a little bit. We'll be picking peeps.
And if you guys want to, while you're here, we do have some giveaways happening. Up with the birds. Yeah, Jen, I literally am up with the birds. So make sure that you like Golden Aura, you like Venus Moon, you share this video, and you come back in here and say you did all 3.
We'll be entered to win this awesome set we're putting together. Hey, Bonnie. Yay, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Love yas.
Yes, let's make this Venus Moon After Dark a success because I want to hear some juiciness over here.
Oh my gosh, yes. I want my guests to come on here and just feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Talk about whatever, you know, the readings. If you got to talk about, ooh, we got a jumper.
We did get a jumper. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Wants to talk. So everyone take a few deep breaths with us while we're shuffling. Think about your questions. Send it all to us, send it to the decks. Feel it in your energy.
Alright, so which one was this? This was this. Okay, so the decks that pulled me were the Spirit Messages and Keeper of the Light. Okay? Keeper of the Light, we have one of the cards that keep jumping over here. So I'm gonna flip this over. Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love.
I love that.
So do I, and it's actually kind of funny. So when I get a shower, I put like protective bubble around me, and then I seal it with like a Wonder Woman belt. Okay, and
I love that.
I learned that at like the first retreat that I went to, and that's kind of what I get from wear a cloak of protection and love. I am a fire sign, and water kind of balances me out. My messages also come to, my personal messages really come to me through water in the shower. And,
same.
Yes.
As a fire sign too.
Yes, yes. So, excuse me, wearing a cloak of protection and love, I put it on while I'm in the shower. And again, like I said, it's just a bubble. I go under my feet. Learned this at my first retreat. And I put on a Wonder Woman belt, okay? And you actually like do this movement, and then you feel the connection happen, okay? So
and
again,
I feel like that goes along with this card too.
It does.
For all of you guys, everyone watching right now, this message is for you. Like, even if you're watching the replay, you're connected. You're intuitive in your own way. We got 2 third-eye cards coming out.
Okay, so this one says stay connected. We are born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from the connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to the source. This, the way that this speaks to me, look, I'm far away, is to remember, see how it says through life's journey we kind of lose the connection. I want you guys to think back to when you were a little kid, right? And you had no cares in the world whatsoever. You wouldn't be concerned about someone else looking at you if you started dancing. You wouldn't be concerned about if someone was pointing and laughing. For the most part, when you're a kid, you're kind of oblivious to giving a shit what anyone else says, right? So when we grow up, it's kind of like, oh my God, this one said that. Just because of our traumas, children can be nasty, right? And you guys can hold on to that. So staying connected, for me, is always reverting back to when you were a kid, mentally. Not mentally like flick boogers like you were a kid, but more so like, what made you happy as a kid? What would you do jumping in puddles? When's the last time you guys jumped in a puddle? Right? Now that you're
an inner child.
Yes. Now you're an adult, you're worried about, oh my God, I'm going to get sick, and stop worrying about things. Go back, stay connected, okay? This will get you back in touch.
And it's like when you're in that mind state too, where you're not overthinking like how serious life is, then the messages will come through. The synchronicities will show themselves, you know. You'll meet your high vibe tribe. It'll all just kind of fall into place when you're not so caught up in like the seriousness of life, because life doesn't need to be that serious, and it's all about following that higher calling. And you know, if you're watching this right now and hearing this message, then you're probably one of us that are connected and are meant to be hearing this right now. You know, Spirit's probably knocking at your door, like knocking at your head, like, hello, are you seeing this message? We're keep flashing you the 1111, or you know, whatever, playing the song for you, flickering the lights. Pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, you're being called in for a reason. And you have one more card for them too.
I do. And I'm so happy to see that you guys are resonating with these messages. They're for you. All right, another third eye. We pulled all third eye cards, didn't we? Third eye is opening up tonight, girlfriends. Boyfriends, all the friends.
Full moon this week.
Ooh,
so yeah.
Yes, that's why. Yes. All right, so this one's devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Again, I think all three of them go together, obviously, with the third eye, but not just that. Like, it's more so about staying connected with the universe, making sure you're protected and loved, and getting back in touch with the child inside you, okay?
So important.
And it'll bring you closer to source, spirit, the universe, whatever, however you get down, right?
Right. Trust that you have like a team around you. And here's just a card from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck to go along with it. So this is the Two of Swords. The swords represents our challenges in life, and like it can be decisions that you have to make. And whenever I see this card, I think of like a crossroad. The swords can also represent the spiritual journey, you know. So you can see the figure on this card. She's blindfolded with the two swords held up, kind of in like defense mode. Doesn't want to make the decision. Doesn't want to step out of the comfort zone. But this is telling you this is time to take the blindfold off and really commit. You know, pick the one sword that you want to focus on. That's the main challenge, or you know, whatever project you want to get through. It's like cut away the BS, cut away the illusions around it, and just like face it and go through it, because the quicker you choose your path, the quicker that you're gonna, you know, you'll find the tribe, you'll meet the people, you'll do the things, like, but it's up to you. It's in your energy and it is in your control. It's just a matter of, you know, taking off the blindfold, because for some reason, if you're not making this decision, why aren't you seeing it as clearly? Now you can see there's a lot of blue in this card too. That's throat chakra, which is self-expression and creativity, clarity and communication. So speak up for yourself, and whatever direction that you choose, maybe it's calling you to communicate a little bit more, you know, whether it's with spirit or with other people.
Maybe that's where the stay connected came from also.
Right, and 2 is the number of the healers and the helpers, and I feel like
we're here.
You guys are it. We're it. So we're being called together. And it's funny because I kept thinking of High Priestess, that she was going to come through, and she's a 2. So the 2 is meant to come through, but it's talking about like we're all still at this little bit of a crossroads, this like mental challenge, maybe blocking the way a bit. So I feel like we have this higher calling. Make the decisions that you need in order to get on that path, because this is an Aquarius full moon too, and you know, age of Aquarius.
Yes,
we're in it, guys. We're in
it.
And this full moon is really going to bring that out even more. So it's awesome that we're talking about this. We're pulling these psychic crystals for the prize tonight, like fluorite and golden mutilated.
And look, and that's why this is beautiful. We came in here with honestly just an idea of we're gonna sit here and talk and see like kind of what messages come through and what comes out, and it's amazing with the full moon coming up. Like Krissy said earlier, the veil's thin right now. We have a lot of third eye, a lot of throat chakra stuff coming through. Throat chakra for me is huge to keep open. I feel like I know the root of your root. When you hear root, you're like, yeah, that's the one that holds it all together. I personally feel, and especially for me, my throat chakra is, I don't want to say the most important, but is one that needs to continue to be worked, because
like be mindful of it.
You do. But you also you're setting boundaries if you don't use your throat. Either way, whether you use your throat chakra or you don't, you're setting boundaries. So it's basically like, if you don't speak up for yourself, you're letting someone know, like, look, this is how far you can continue to push me, because I'm not going to say anything. Or you let them know up front, oh, no, you just crossed the line right there, and there's your boundary.
Yep, boundaries are
yes, they are. And throat chakra for me is how boundaries get set.
Yes.
So
I love it.
Yeah.
I hope that message resonated with you guys. I feel like that was really just like a loud message for all of you, and then the ones that come through for the one-on-ones, it'll get even a little bit more specific. Oh, hey, Danielle, thanks for joining. And anyone else, let us know you're here. Send some hearts if that message resonated with you, and if you can kind of connect to it in your own life. And I want to talk a little bit now, before we do the one-on-one readings, about our events coming up, because if you like our vibes together, we're doing some really cool things for the local peeps. I own a space in Glendora right off the Black Horse Pike. We have a cool little conference room, and we've been doing really awesome meditations. We did one earlier this month. It was a new moon sound bath, and Regina did Reiki on everybody. She went from person to person, and we got amazing feedback from it. We're doing another one next month, the 19th of August, and that one's for the full moon. So the next full moon, you can come hang out with us in person.
And those vibes are going to be even more intense.
Oh my God,
can
you even imagine?
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And the space is amazing. The energy is awesome in the space. Krissy really knows, what she's doing, right?
We turn that room on like energetically before we start anything, and it turns into a portal. It's really cool, and anything can flow through.
Kind of like tonight, right? So that is August 19th.
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock the doors open?
Doors open at 6. Pretty much most of my events, doors open at 6, and you can come in at 7.
Okay.
Oh, Monique, come visit. Yay.
Yes, that would be fun. Where are you coming from? August 26th, which is also near this is something special with the moon also. The 26th was close to, let me look. I'm going to go on my messages.
Yeah.
Because I feel
like I should know this. Oh my gosh, Jen, yes. I can't wait for you to come back too.
We're getting there. See, this is the fun of a live show, right? There's no preparation.
So are you going to come event with us too?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm full of it. That was more so September and October is where the autumn equinox, and I think there's a full moon near the 21st that has high energy. Just kidding, okay? But August 26th, I think it's a Thursday, we are actually going to do a shamanic journey, okay? So I am still in a 2-year shaman apprenticeship. I actually go this Saturday, which is going to be our first time meeting and in-person meeting, which I'm so excited about because most of you know, in-person vibe is completely, you just feel the power higher, okay? So a shaman, if anyone has been through a shamanic journey, we are going to take one to find our spirit animal, okay? And that actually does a lot of work with your third eye, which is another reason why we might have pulled all those third eyes. I'm fidgety if you haven't noticed, okay? And I'm probably making her anxious.
No,
so let me just
I'm
move
fidgety.
stop.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So we're fidgety together. So the shamanic journey, I use a buffalo drum. It's about 14 inches. And what's really neat about the drumming, the shaman drumming is, drumming in general, your heartbeat will start beating to the beat of the drum. So your heart kind of catches up to the drum. You don't have to sit there and focus on that, but what that actually does is it just shows you that you are going to be, that we're connected universally, okay? When your heart can start beating to the same beat as a drum, how do you, that's energy, right? And
that's so
just
grounding.
It really is, and that's what we work with is the energy. So we're gonna go on a journey. You guys are gonna use your third eye, and we are gonna find your spirit animal. Okay.
You know, it'd be cool. Let's give everyone a shaman stone that night too to connect with during that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So shaman stone, and it's crazy that you say that. I have a crystal ball shaman stone that I use when I journey or when I meditate. And during one of my sessions last week, I was pulled to put it in someone's hand, right? And what I got from that was more so that they needed to see where they were going or see their part. For me, a shaman stone is like a seeker. You're seeking something, okay? So this is what...
Also known as lodolite. You might want to get a little bit closer. I know.
It's tough.
Crystal shows I learned how to do it.
Oh,
it'll focus eventually.
Oh, it will?
Yeah.
Okay.
So also known as lodolite or garden quartz, but holds all this ancient elements inside. Minerals, dirt, sand, moss. Some of them look like galaxies. Some of them look like little landscapes.
See how you can see the darkness right in here? That's not like a reflection. That's actually, I'll flip this. That's actually
Like
probably like moss or something like that.
So it holds all that ancient energy in there. So when you meditate with it, it really does bring out your inner shaman. It helps you connect to your spirit animals and whatever ancient, you know, ancestors that you're calling on.
It does.
So that'd be perfect for that meditation as they're laying there and connecting to their spirit animal.
Yes.
And that can kind of hold the codes for them to take.
Yes. And a little bit about like the shamanism and stuff like that. In ancient times, most shamans were indigenous. When I told my husband I wanted to be a shaman, he was like a medicine man, like, are you going to trip on ayahuasca? And I'm just like, no, honey, it's more of like an energy healing. It's more like karmatic energy. Like for me personally, breaking a cycle is humongous, especially coming from a family of alcoholics, drugs, all the things, right? Like addiction can run high, and I feel that journeying and being able to connect with ancestors makes you understand and realize that you do not need to continue living like that just because that's the way you might have been taught, or you know, if you're raised one way and it's usually because your parents were raised that way and so on and so forth, that going through like a shamanic journey for a soul retrieval or karmatic cleaning is like lineage cleaning is more so breaking a cycle, right? And breaking a cycle is also setting boundaries, which brings us back to your throat chakra.
Oh my gosh.
Which all night, I guess, is we're writing this down. All night throat chakra. So I'm gonna need to.
I love the way you just spelled throat. But let this be, you know, if you guys are local, definitely come hang out because you can see she knows her stuff. We're gonna talk about, you know, she's gonna take us really deep on this journey. I'm gonna be laying down with all you guys, getting the journey myself. It's gonna be cool, and I'm gonna pull out my past life cards too, just so you can kind of connect if you need to. Should be a fun time.
That does sound fun.
And then we have some other cool stuff too.
Yes,
September
22nd, we're going to do a drum circle, which is not to be confused with a shamanic journey. A drum circle is going to be an actual circle that we sit in. We're going to still feel the drum energy. Fingers crossed, we might have some other people playing drums too, but it's
everyone's welcome to bring their drums to that too.
Yes, if you guys have drums, it's more.
We'll have extras also.
Yes, this is again, sound healing is an energetic way to cleanse, to balance, to bring in new high energy. So again, drum circle doesn't necessarily mean just bring your drum. Don't show up with a flute or anything like that, right? That is September 22nd, and then October 21st, we're going to do a full-blown Reiki circle at Venus Moon.
First one at Venus Moon.
Listen, I'm taking all the firsts
I
here,
love it.
right? I'm going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for first with Venus Moon.
Yep.
How awesome. Ladies, you were going to post this afterwards too?
Yeah, so check out thevenusmoon.com/schedule. And you can find all of the events up there with, once we have like actual event links, then whatever's on my page will link to the event. So definitely make sure to put these in your calendar.
Yes, bring your snare. Put these in your calendar. I'm also going to list these out on my website, which is auraofgold.com. And if you go under the booking link, at the bottom, I list out the events that we have coming up.
Right. She has a lot of other events. I have a lot of other events coming up too. So, you know, check out both of our websites
for sure.
The full event listing.
For sure. And we both actually kind of, I feel like, give back to the community. I'm going to be doing like a night out in August in Clementon for the I think it's a national night out.
Those are fun.
It is fun. It is, and I'm excited. I'm probably going to bring my small dog with me.
I think Dave works those for Surf Pro too, so you guys can sit up next to each other.
That's so cool. But I actually have 4 small dogs, but my youngest, Nellie, she's a Pomeranian. She picks up energy like you wouldn't believe. And I think she does high vibes, so I kind of want to bring her with.
Aww.
She also knows, like, if mommy gets, like, anxious or anything like that, she kind of knows, like, how to snuggle me and love me, so I kind of, like, get out of it, which is crazy.
Aww.
So,
The best.
speaking about, like, anxiety and stuff like that, like, I did want to let you guys know that even though we are high energy and stuff, like, things still happen. I mean, I have high anxiety.
Me too.
And yeah, I mean, depression, like all the things. Like I try to explain this to people. Like I don't want you guys to ever think that I don't go through struggle. I don't post my struggles. I mean, I have people that I reach out to when I'm going through things. But it's not always love and light. All right, there's a little bit go fuck yourself in there too. Okay.
I love that. Golden Aura shirt. Love and light and go fuck yourself.
I'm writing that down. That's some good shit right there. And this is why it's called After Dark. I'm not censored whatsoever. She said BS earlier, and I was like, oh my god, was I not supposed to her? Is she going to kick me off?
No, this is After Dark, girl. I mean, even though it's not quite dark in, like, California, but, you know, if you guys are watching.
Sorry, I'm writing that t-shirt idea down. My manager does t-shirts.
Oh, awesome. Yay. It's so funny because when she got here, I noticed, like, her shirt says what mindfulness, her bag says gratitude. I'm like, oh, her clothes are so positive. And, like, I just love that.
Yes.
Like, that's going to amp it up.
It's important. Listen, let me tell you the things, stop hassling me. The things that you tell yourself, I read something today, like, be conscious of the things that you're watching before you go to sleep. Listen,
Heck yeah.
I'm a huge ID investigation girl.
That's scary.
I am. But I've learned to not actually watch that at nighttime. That's more so, like, I'll save that for Saturdays just because I don't want to fall asleep with, like, murder.
Good.
You know? So I use a, it's called Insight Timer. It's a meditation program. It's an app on my phone.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored at all. Sorry. I don't own the rights. But I listen to... She's English. I listen to Cinderella every night.
Oh, that's adorable.
It really is, right? And, like, in the beginning, I kind of wore headphones because I was like, my husband's going to think I'm crazy. I'm over here listening. My dogs love Tibetan singing bowls. Okay? So, like, my animals do meditate with me.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so I listen to Cinderella every night, and it's very important. I am always trying to solve a case at 2 a.m. Exactly.
Oh my god, you're
You're
gonna have
up.
nightmares.
Yes, you're up. You're anxious. And it was a hard transition for me because I also used to watch, like, Food Network before I went to sleep, right? And I have, you know, battled with weight my whole life. And I'm like, well, no wonder why I'm probably struggling. Like, I'm waking up wanting a cupcake because I fell asleep watching Cupcake Wars. So... all this because we talked about my shirt saying mindfulness. I feel it's very important to always carry high vibing pieces with you know? So if my shirt says mindful and I want to flip someone the bird, like, I can look down and understand, like, my clothes just feel better when they're positive, I feel. Love, light.
And it makes other people feel positive when they read those messages too.
Yes. I'm like a walking billboard. I mean...
So what do you think? After you're done writing, should we do a one-on-one reading for someone?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and anyone who just tuned in and hasn't done it already, make sure you like Golden Aura and like the Venus Moon. You can find those both in the description, the links, and share this video. And then let us know, did all 3? Comment with that, and we'll enter you to win an awesome gift of crystals at the end of the night. You got to be here when we pick a winner to win. So make sure you hang in here. So what we're going to do now, we're going to pull a code, a number, or a word, whichever comes through first. And the first one on our end to say that code through the comments is going to get the first free reading. We'll do a couple. It's already 9:50, so we're going to let Regina see how many she has in her before she gets tired. So she still has to drive home after this. And, you know, readings can be exhausting also. Oh, Marianne Murphy, thank you.
Thanks, Marianne.
Put you in. So if you are interested in getting this free reading, first of all, send some hearts so we know that you guys are still hanging in and watching. And, you know, start thinking about your questions. Start connecting to your guide. If you're the first one that comes through and you have a specific question, have it ready to go. You know, if you want to ask us something.
The 2 pages are Golden Aura and the Venus Moon.
Just Venus Moon. The one that has dot in the front is not a real page. But if you go right to the description of the video, both links are in there. I tagged us both, so they should be right there.
She made it easy for us.
Yeah.
And you. Oh, we're getting all the love. Yes, keep sharing the love.
All right,
with
they're ready
us.
to get some readings.
Okay.
And we'll see what deck we want to work with. I feel like maybe just 2 cards per person. So if you feel guided to both of those, or if we want to add one of these, but we want to get as many as we can.
Yeah,
so
of course.
We'll pick 2 decks for you guys if you get through. And would you like to pull the first code?
Oh my gosh.
First guess, first code.
Here, I'll let you guys watch. I'm not looking. It's my eyes closed. All right, now what do I do? Do I say it out loud?
Yep, and you can hold it up close so they can see.
Ooh. 818.
First one on our end to say 818 gets this first reading. And let us know if you have a question or if you just want to go with the flow and see what the cards want to tell you, because they're going to talk about what they want to talk about. You could say, I want to talk about love, and if they want to talk about their job, they're going to talk about what they think is important. I had one person that was always like, when am I getting a girlfriend? When am I getting a girlfriend? They're always like, job, job, job. All right, Jen G, you came through first, love.
All right, Jen, let's see what we're feeling here for you.
Dory, I see you too. You came in second. You got a good chance for this next one. There's Sharon.
I am feeling spirit messages for you, Jen G.
That's a good one.
It is, right?
All right, and Jen, do you have a specific question or just kind of want to see what the cards are telling you? And you could, if you want to, just start talking about your cards and then...
All right, so look at
wow, those are connected.
That is connected. Okay, Jen G. First one is a father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or has passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. All right.
So, Jen, is your father still living, or is he on the other side? Because this is definitely, you know, like a strong message, because the next card you'll see connects just as much. So definitely calling out about that connection.
Right. So I also pulled a child's love, okay, which is crazy that it was also pulled with a father's love. So a child's love. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as a bigger part of our hearts. I felt that message in my soul. Go ahead, Crystal.
So I'm definitely feeling the parent connection of some sort, wanting to like be acknowledged. So let us know if that's relevant, and then we can go a little bit deeper. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So maybe this is even like grandparents that are around and like seeing this and just trying to send that extra support about, you know, that there is a lot going on. What is your, you know?
The way I would interpret this is the love of a parent. Obviously, they're talking about father here. Is the first love that we feel. Okay, so I'm feeling that there's a deep love that obviously you guys can't say obviously, but a deep love that you guys have. You can see that they're kind of tagged in here holding hands inside of a square. And then you have the child's love, which is, I think, speaking to the fact that it's more so confirmation that they're safe, but on their path, I feel like. So the child's love is like more reinforcing for you to understand, like, they've been there for your first cries, established themselves as a big part of our hearts. They're basically, the child's love shows that the father's love is always with you.
Right, and your love is just as important to them as theirs is to you. You know, those connections, like you being around them, is going to be so important. Really, you know, get in all the talks you can and all the love that you can. Surround yourself with that. I know, you know, it must not be easy being around them when it's, you know, thinking about morbidity and all that stuff. It's like, it can be overwhelming, but, you know, we just have to enjoy what we have and have that gratitude while everyone's still here, and, you know, spend all the time that we can get in. And I feel like those are just kind of like reinforcing that for you, especially if that's something that has been so big on your mind, you know, to have that message. Just stick around with them.
Oh, good, Jen. Look, that's why you don't ask no questions, right? You just let the cards talk to you.
Right.
That's how you do it. All right, are we going to pull another one? You want to do one this time? I'll pull it. And
Well, how about, do you want to take one and I'll do one?
Yeah, sure.
No. Oh, no. I mean, you pick those.
I'm
over it.
The
I
guest.
do it every
I'm
week.
the guest. I need to know that. Come on. All right, I didn't look. It was huge because of COVID. Oh. Ooh, this is high power right here. We got a, you can't see it, I can. A 3, 3, 3, 3. 4 threes. Put them in there.
Thank you for connecting, Jen. We'll definitely talk deeper about, you know, we'll see what else comes through next time we see you at an event or we talk. I'm interested to see who comes through with that. Wow. All right, Megan. Megan Bradford, you came through first, girl.
All right.
So, Megan, do you have a specific question or just want to go with the flow and see what comes through? And that was pretty quick. That was under 5 minutes, so we can definitely get a couple more in.
All right. So, Megan, was there any specific question, or you want to kind of just see what the cards have to say? Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead. I'm feeling that you need to pull a card.
Okay, good. I was feeling that too.
Yeah.
All right, so Megan, I'm going to pull for you first, and then we'll let Regina add to the message. So here we have the King of Pentacles, more of that like father or authority figure type of energy coming through. Get you to focus. So it's actually a reversal of the King of Pentacles. So let's talk about it right side up first, and then I'll tell you what the reversal adds to it. The Pentacle suit is the suit of connected to the earth element, the things in our control, the protection, the security, the stability, the home, the finances, the health, you know, the physical things that you actually can have some hand at. Now, King energy is master energy. So if this is talking about a male or authoritative figure in your life, it's someone who's very, you know, grounded, focused on more of the like financial parts of life, more of the security and stability kind of person, you know, maybe not the most emotional, maybe not the most creative, but they are in their own way, you know, they really focus into the building, you know, that type of energy. So it's someone who's mastered that energy. If it's not talking about another person, it could be talking about that energy in yourself. And because it came out reversed, I feel like it might be talking about you mastering that energy of security and stability. What does that mean to you? The reverse can also say there's been a little bit of a delay or a blockage as far as this, like, you want to master, you know, maybe you're working on the home or working on the health or whatever, career. And maybe there has been a little bit of a delay in that. So I feel like this king is just really calling you. It doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It's just calling you to master it. Maybe there's other tools you need to add to your tool belt or other things you need to learn. Maybe you are more of a, you know, person up here, more like me, you know. Keep your feet on the ground, keep your head in the clouds. Sometimes you don't have the feet on the ground as stable as you should. So this might be calling you to, you know, try to discipline a little bit more, I think is a big message with that. And then let's see what your card adds to it.
Let's see what we get. And I close my eyes because I just feel with my hands.
I love it.
Stevie Wonder. Psychic insight, Odin.
Wow.
Odin on a quadruple 3.
Right.
Look at that.
Odin, I would write that down and connect
Yeah.
with Odin. And you have that master energy coming through too, so Odin's around you.
Psychic instinct. Your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, follow your intuition. And I feel like that adds to the King of Pentacles in a huge way of you kind of know the answer, but you're in your own way. Maybe do a meditation, think about Odin, a third eye open, and see the truth for what it is. Maybe denial, kind of. So if you follow your intuition, you kind of move that block a little bit.
That's awesome. Girl, I call you to go down the Odin rabbit hole. I don't know much about him.
Oh.
What is he, like a Norse?
Odin is a Norse god. I know all about him from God of War, okay? And
That's a video game,
that's
right?
a video game.
I love it. Yes.
He's my absolute favorite. We have like his little throne box in our room.
So you
and
know
whatnot.
Odin.
Oh,
Wow.
I know Kratos. Okay, Kratos is the God of War, and he goes through. But Norse believe in multiple gods, like Odin. So Odin is the main god, and then you have like it's kind of like a parliament, I would say, because you got like 8 or 9 gods around you, but when it comes down to it, Odin kind of is the one that rules with the iron fist. So I would definitely follow him, especially with that master card.
Right.
Because Odin is actually the master of the Norse gods, and there's multiple ones. I believe Marvel has Odin. Odin's in Galaxy of the Guardians.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're being called to work with some master energy right now, Megan. Definitely tap into that, whatever that may mean, because whenever you do connect with it, it's going to help with whatever structure you're working on, really with your security and stability in life. So that's exciting. Hopefully that connects with you. Let us know if that resonates. I'm excited. Let us know what comes up with Odin, too.
Yeah,
Because definitely around
please
you.
do, because I love me some Norse gods.
That's exciting.
My husband reminds me of a Norse god.
He does. I saw that picture.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he?
He totally has passed
Oh, gosh.
as that.
For sure. That or like a caveman.
Maybe a little bit of both. Yay. All right. Thank you for connecting, Megan. Hopefully that resonates. Oh, I see you. We do have awesome. Let us know, too. If anyone wants to, go deeper on why they connect, you feel free to send us a message after, too, and tell us a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yay.
Way to go, Megan. How fun is this? This is so fun. I don't even care that I'm up past my bedtime.
It is. Oh, my God, 10 o'clock.
I am A-okay with it.
It's so fun.
All right.
You got another one in ya?
Oh, my God, yeah. I just had to wet my whistle. All right. Oh, we got 2 here. I'm going to keep... Ooh.
Wow.
All right. Next number is 4.
Just the number 4.
4. Fast fingers. Get a 4.
The second one that jumped out also had 4s on it. So
yes.
The 4 is, and 4 in numerology is the number of structure, security, stability. Think 4 walls.
Wow.
Right?
There you go, Megan.
Crystal!
Ooh, we got a crystal!
Yeah. Crystal, the reason we are sitting here right now, talking to each other.
So, Crystal, do you want to ask a question, or do you just want to go with the flow?
What cards are you feeling for Crystal?
I'm actually feeling one of each of these with
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a topping. I want to see what happens here, and you might have to add a topping. All right, Crystal, we're just going to go with the flow. Yes.
You knew it.
All right, so I am pulling one from Keepers of Light and one from Spirit Messages. And we're going to go with Keepers of Light first. Excuse me. Spirit Messages. Ancestral wisdom.
Damn, you're definitely meant to come to the shamanic journey.
Yes. You better be at the shamanic journey, Crystal. You're being called. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time, which means important, I believe, to learn and grow from our past experiences.
Oh my God, we were just talking about
Yes,
this.
you are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Crystal, that's big. That's letting you know, like, I feel like that you're on the right path, that you need to just keep following what you're doing and understand that learning from your past and the past of your ancestors will actually help you avoid some pitfalls.
Like, you come from some important ancestors, you know, you have some big shoes to fill in this lifetime, and we're going through such a huge global awakening. Like, look at, you already connected some awesome peeps.
Yes.
And who knows what else you're going to bring through to this world. So
yes.
definitely keep pulling in and connect with your ancestors when you're not sure what the higher calling is or where you're meant to go from for here.
Yes. And keep your channel for whatever reason for
yes.
connection. We pulled the awakening presence again. The universe is with you. We're a cloak of protection.
So we are meant to pull a third one.
We are.
Whenever I pull a double, I'm like, okay, we'll pull one more.
Yes.
So that message we had at the beginning was like, especially for you.
Yes, the universe is with you. So basically what I get from this is like, trust the process. The universe has your back. Just make sure you're protecting yourself and wearing a cloak of love.
Yeah.
Self-love, external love. Holy cow, right?
Definitely in an awakening.
Yes, yes. We're adding a topping since this is actually one that was pulled earlier.
Let's see. Let's get you a little bit of extra clarity and direction for this spiritual awakening that you're going through and this higher calling. Yeah, right here.
This is amazing.
Another king, the King of Cups. So now this is such different energy than that last king that I pulled, but it's more of that master energy.
Yes.
So you're being called, girl, master energy. Now the cup suit is connected to the element of water, and that's our emotions and relationships. So whatever, you're a master, because again, it came out reversed. So while it could be talking about a father figure or an authoritative male with that type of like emotional family type of energy, it came out reversed. So I feel like it's more talking about that energy in yourself, really mastering that, and that's part of your gift on this journey. You know, this higher calling, whatever it is, it's calling you to master your own emotions, because you're going to help other people master theirs too, and you're going to help. When I think of the relationships part of the, you know, master energy of the cups, who knows what kind of relationships that you're going to create, and you're going to, you know, not only for yourself, but connecting other people. Maybe that's part of your gift too. It's almost like you're an energetic Cupid out there, you know.
She sure is.
Right.
Yes. I mean, that might be your purpose. You're like the universal
Cupid is Venus's baby. You're my baby.
Oh my gosh, Crystal! Like, so, this is how everything just goes connected. It's simply crazy.
So yeah, you're definitely on this important path. Now you can see the king. The color is a little bit gray around him. So it's not saying that this path is going to be an overnight thing. You know, it's not going to be tomorrow you're out there like doing all this crazy stuff. Take your time, work on the plan. You know, it's going to take some shadow work and some self-work. Again, that's why it's upside down. Like, it's going to be a little bit of a delay to the energy, but it's something that you definitely can and will do. And it's part of your higher calling. You're here for something important, and it's going to be emotional fulfillment for you and supportive of so many other people. So thank you. I'm honored to connect with a master.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yay.
So we do have another number that jumped out with the last one that we have to go with. 404. I feel like Vanna White.
You know, 404 is like the glitch number. So
really?
I'm interested whatever message comes out with that. Right?
Ooh,
when the website doesn't load 404.
Totally. Right back at you.
Who's coming through with this glitch energy right now?
Yes, who's glitching?
We need to talk. Monique.
All right.
All right, Monique.
Let's see what we got here. I feel you. I feel something for you, and I feel something with that deck.
All right, let's see, Monique. Let us know if you have a specific question or just want to go with the flow. I'm just going to connect in with your energy. And we see all the rest of you guys wanting to come through. We'll see how many more readings we could do after this. I'm trying to focus us a little. All right, Monique. I like it right here.
Hi, Brenda.
So let's get you a little bit of clarity and guidance for this next part of your journey. We have this full moon coming up in Aquarius this week. And what a perfect card to pull, the Magician. This is one of the major arcana cards, like a shouting message from Spirit for you. Good. I'm glad you're just going with the flow, because, I mean, we could definitely tie it into this card if you had a question. But this is the first card in the deck, and it's one of the only cards, it is the only card in tarot that has all 4 elements represented. Down here at the bottom on the table, there's the sword, the cup, the pentacle, and the wand. So saying you have all the tools you need for this part of your journey. The Magician is about creation. One, it's the number of leadership, initiative, motivation, just really, you know, leading by example and creating something from nothing. And I feel like that is the part of your journey that you're on. He's got the infinity symbol over his head saying, you know, you have this pattern in your life of just creating something out of nothing and making it really amazing. And then, you know, you'll kind of fall back a little bit and go back into the cycle, the pattern of life, and then you'll get another big idea and want to create something else. He's got that magic wand in his hand, like ready, and you got the one hand up and the one hand down, kind of like that as above so below, like, you know, creation really. The colors are super balanced, but there's a lot of yellow telling you that just be confident in this part of your journey, because you're meant to be creating something important right now too. Like this, there's something around you, you know, if there's a project that you're working on, or if there is a path that you're wanting to take and you're unsure about it, just be confident is the message, because you have everything you need, you know, the emotion, stability, and support of the cups, the security of the pentacles, the logic of the swords, and that like initiative of the wand. So you really have what you need, and create with it.
Good pull.
And I would love to see what adds to the Magician, because that's such a powerful energy.
Yes, and it's crazy that I pulled spirit messages for you, okay? It's going to connect with this, I feel like, creation path that you're on, okay? Vulnerability. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. This connects with the Magician on many levels. I feel that it's actually, oh, yeah, I'm looking down here. I feel that it's more so connecting you to, there we go. See, there we go. I feel like it's more so connecting you to nature, to kind of, again, trust your intuition, go with the big idea, and if there's a negative thought or feeling that happens, keep pushing. It might be ego. It's okay to be vulnerable. Yes, it opens us up, but being open is actually how you grow and how you find your vibe, your tribe, and you're with the 4 elements that were pulled here. I feel that it's kind of letting you know, like, either way you go, universe has your back. So be vulnerable. You have tools.
The uncomfortable times of our lives are always the biggest level up. You know, when you have to really, like, it's like the more uncomfortable a situation is, the more meaningful the outcome is going to be. So step out of your comfort zone. Let yourself be vulnerable. If you're unsure about whatever this is that you're creating right now, you know, trust it. And when you start feeling vulnerable, let that be the synchronicity of like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be right now. I'm a little bit nervous. I got the butterflies in my tummy. It's because you know,
I'm
the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. Yeah. So
That's
really
beautiful.
follow those synchronicities.
That is beautiful.
Magician doesn't come out for just anybody, girl. So I'm excited to see what this is that you're creating.
Ooh. Why don't you tell us, are you in the process of creating something? You have an idea, or is this something that...
If you have like a business page or something, feel free to share the link. We'll all go follow it. Or if it's something else, and you know, you have all the tools, so you could be creating anything with the, it could be structure, it could be emotional creation. So hopefully that resonated for you, and you know, if you guys are still hanging in and want some more readings, let us know. Bring some thumbs or hearts. The wheels are turning.
Good.
Trust it.
I blew all yours.
Letters and things.
All right. I say
Cookbook? I love that.
so amazing.
What kind of cookbook? I'm sold. Sign me up for one.
Right? I love cookbooks. What kind of cookbook?
You know what's validation is like you can all of a sudden smell food cooking from upstairs.
I do.
Right? Isn't that validation?
Cooking.
Like cooking is meant to happen.
Go ahead, Monique.
I love that.
My recipes. Look at that.
Heck yeah. If that's what just popped in your head when we were talking about this, then I think heck yeah. Like,
And we smell food.
yeah. So you have it in you to do some more?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I do.
Yay.
I do. We're gonna pull another one.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. This is so fun.
This really is so fun.
We both just like neck snaps.
All right, get your thumbs ready.
What's in 4 months that 4s keep coming up?
Where are we at? July, August, September, October, November.
Okay, so fall. I don't know.
Big things are coming for all of us.
Right? Age of Aquarius.
We've got a 444.
Angel number.
After we just pulled 4 and then 404.
Wow.
This is a 444.
First on our end, to get the 444 comment, we'll get this next reading.
You see me have to hold my T-Rex arm?
Bonnie back, yay!
All right, Bonnie.
Awesome.
I am feeling...
No, like whatever. I want to hear what you're feeling.
Okay. I am feeling we're going to pull... I feel that another duplicate's going to come through, but we're going to pull Keepers of the Light. I'm pulling 2 of them. Hopefully not a duplicate. Yeah. No duplicate, okay? But we have some ancestor spirit and karma releasing. Brenda, Bonnie, not sure if you are local to us, but you are definitely being called to the shamanic journey.
She's not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe we can talk. Maybe you need a little drum session. So, White Eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now.
Wow.
If you notice, if you haven't noticed, if you have, let's try to be maybe mindful of the pattern and understand maybe.
Oh, you're in Vineland? Why did I think you were far?
Yes, Bonnie, you have to make
Why did I think you were in like Arizona? Oh my God.
So the ancestor spirit is kind of like trying to tug on you right now to let you know maybe you got to change some things or let some things go that are learned behaviors. And then we have karmatic releasing, St. German. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy.
Wow.
Huge. I thought we were going to pull a dupe, but we actually, I mean, these guys do connect with each other. Third eye again. Yeah, send me packages.
I send her packages literally every Christmas show.
Her head's in the clouds. Her feet aren't always on the ground, okay, Bunny? It's okay. So, yeah, you're kind of, seems like maybe holding on to the past. You need a karmatic ancestor release. You might be
Wow.
just patterns that, again, learn behavior. You might not even be privy to them that they're happening, but once you start seeing patterns or being mindful of, you know, wow, I really sound like my parents.
Oh my God, right?
You know, like, definitely be mindful, okay? But you are trying to make room for new energy. And trying to heal family wounds and patterns, okay? And it's okay to do that. Releasing past things, you know, you don't need to carry it with you into your future. And that's something that I'm still trying to process and wrap my head around, because my story can be shared, however, not that I don't want to drop the vibe or anything. I don't want it to be ego-based on someone feeling sorry for me. So I do think that, you know, releasing the past and knowing what you've been through, you don't always have to tell everybody. But there's definitely something you're trying to deal with here.
It's all there. It all happened for a reason. You know, even the karmic stuff that you're completely unaware of, that's just like in your DNA, it all built up this person that you are right now. We do have this full moon this week, though, and the full moon is all about releasing. So I love that you got this card, and your release, I feel like, is going to go deeper than a lot of other people's. Again, you got the 444. Like, this is a spirit message. So you have to, when you're writing your releases, it's not just like, oh, you know, this sad thing that happened, or, you know, this whatever. It's like, you want to go deep into, like, karmic energy, karmic debts, and, you know, ancestral, whatever.
Yes, if you have family members, like close family that has passed on, that you might be holding grudges or feeling something about, you might want to try to let that go. Not sure if that's what might be happening, but that's kind of where the energy pulled me. So it's kind of about like forgiving, letting go, understanding that it made you who you are, but it's not defining who you are.
Just my whole thing is when I'm releasing something, I don't even say you have to forgive it, but find gratitude in it at least. Like the gratitude for that the lesson it taught you, or the person it brought you, or, you know, it puts you where you are right now for whatever reason, as traumatic or toxic or hard as whatever this thing is to write down, you know, like that's how you can take the control back, is just saying thank you for the lesson that you taught me, but you don't have control over me anymore. And goodbye.
And you can actually probably burn that, and you might feel like a relief, definitely lighter shoulders.
Absolutely. Write your list down, because maybe that's part of your blockage or delay right now. You know, maybe your path, you're being called to do something, and if it's not flowing that way, there might be literally like some karmic stuff holding you back, or ancestral energy. So those two cards are such big, you know, energetic wise.
They are.
Shadow
work,
crazy
to keep it going together like that. Yeah.
Ancestral and karmic. So it's like not just your energy, it's way deeper than that.
Sorry to hear about your loss, Bonnie.
Oh my God, Bonnie, no.
Okay. You're meeting with his family. Okay. So we pulled with the white eagle that we pulled, going, that's more ancestral, but karmatic wise, I would definitely just when you meet his family, kind of, I don't want to say go with the flow, not at all, but maybe don't jump to conclusions. Just kind of take it in, write it down, and then process it before you give answers, is what I'm feeling.
I think that's good advice.
Yeah.
Ronnie, my heart goes out to you, and I wish you a safe trip too. Are you flying, driving? I know that's a long journey either way. So send in a little bubble of protection around our Bonnie. Yeah. I know you have every crystal in the library, so take your little protective pack with you too. Oh my God, Bonnie.
All right. Well, I mean, they're okay. Well, good luck driving. Your ancestors are showing up, though, so know that they are with you. You're protected. You're surrounded, and you're definitely loved from the other side.
Heck yeah. Got all that support. Wow.
Okay. 12 might be a sign for you, or the 1 and 2 could be a 3.
Well, what's interesting is, this is like a whole rabbit hole, but in numerology, there's karmic debt numbers, and there's one karmic debt number that's kind of like undiscovered, and I've been working on like researching it with a numerologist, and it's the 12/3. So I just think it's interesting conversation, because your cards, we're talking about karmic debt, you know, pretty much, and clearing that. So the 12/3, 3 is the number of community, family, you know, coming together with people. And also just like that creative energy, childlike energy, and charm. But then the 12 means that there is there's going to be delays in that in this life. So the connections and the, you know, family, I could see why there might be challenges, like a pattern around that, where it's like you have this bond and then all of a sudden it's taken away, and it sucks, but it might be something that happened in a past life. Maybe you had an abuse of community, an abuse of your charm even, you know, like I have a 12-3 in my numerology chart, and I know I've connected to the past life where I've abused different energies, and I understand why I have the challenges that I do in this life. So that might be something. It's not really known about on the internet. If you search karmic debt number 12/3, there's not much information about it, but we're trying to open it up a little bit more, because I think it is an important number. It's in a lot of people's charts, and they just see the 3. They don't know about the karma attached to it. So that 12, you know, I'd be interested in looking at your numerology charts too and seeing, you know, if you have any karmic debt in there. Definitely, you know, it's actually Cafe Numerology. It's like Cafe Astrology, Cafe Numerology. They do free numerology reports. So you can go on there.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if they go into karmic debt. Send me your birthday.
Yeah.
I want to look. But it is interesting, that karma.
It is. The karma, especially with what Krissy said about the 12-3, we pulled an ancestral card and a karmatic card.
Oh my God! And wasn't this the 444?
Yeah.
That's a 12.
You definitely need to come see me. Come see Krissy for sure, Bonnie. Come Venus Moon, August 26th for the shamanic journey. It sounds like you could use
right, to go deep down the rabbit hole. And that's right after the full moon too, so that'll be the second, and there's 2 Aquarius full moons, so that's an Aquarius full moon also.
Yeah.
So really, between now and then, it's such a time of enlightenment, so who knows what will come out.
Yeah. And when's your birthday, Bonnie? We want to see that birthday.
You can always private message me too if you don't want to post it, but I'll write it down if you do send it.
And I think we're going to do one more pull. Golden Aura is getting tired.
So we'll do one more and then we'll pull the raffle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yes. Oh.
Confetti.
Does it go this way, or does it go this
Whatever
way?
you feel. Probably the other way. I don't think I start any with the 6.
All right. Bonnie shared and liked.
Oh, thank you. Let me put you in for the drawing. Oh, yeah, so this is your last chance, guys, because after this reading, we're going to pull. So make sure that you like both Golden Aura and Venus Moon Facebook pages, and then share this video, even though we're towards the end. But it'll still, you know, get some peeps to see it also. You'll be entered into the raffle for some cool crystals and a free fluorite bracelet.
Ooh.
And just comment, did all 3, after you do all 3.
All right. So the last pull, 0909. 0909. Me too. I shared and like both. Did we get Monique in here?
Let me double check.
Okay.
I think I got you, Jen, but did we get Monique?
Sarah Joy K.
Yay! Sarah Joy.
Oh, Frinny, you were so close. You'll have to join us next time.
Oh, I didn't get Jen. Venus Moon After Dark, baby.
For whatever reason, feeling 3 cards being pulled for you.
I love it.
2 from the Spirit Messages. No, I get these mixed up. 2 from the light, Keepers of Light, and 1 from Spirit Messages. And I'm gonna see. Yay! Just jumped on. There's a message. Give back.
Oh
no, you're okay. Do you have a lot of 12s? Really? All right. Today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thought or expectations or of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, and it's highly likely that someone really needed it today. Maybe this is for you since you just jumped on, but giving back without, basically this one for me is like being righteous, okay? Doing something for someone that either can't do anything back for you or not expecting anything to be done.
Sarah Joy, let her know what you do because it's spot on for her. Amazing.
Wow. Yeah, Sarah Joy, what do you do?
Validation for sure that you're on the right path. Did we show this one? Cause it's...
I have your arms. Yeah, you got T-Rex arms like me too.
I learned the lean. Today is the day. That's amazing. Hey Brianna, this is actually our last reading. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But watch the replay because we did a group reading at the beginning where you can get your message answered, and it was a big one.
Your guy?
Wow, got the flower of life.
Okay. Higher learning. This is about filling your spiritual toolbox. Working in hospice, you give back, you're righteous to begin with. It looks like you have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Okay, Sarah, so this is telling you maybe to go a little bit deeper. I'm not sure what kind of self-care practice you currently have. I know working in hospice can, I don't want to say drain energy, but it can be trying, okay? And if you're empathic, which it feels like you might carry a lot of the stuff home with you on heaviness. So higher learning, I would definitely look into more spiritual inner work with this higher learning. Oh, look at me.
And did you see what she said? I'm planning to develop my channeling skills.
Wow.
So yeah, it's definitely the right, validation.
You pulled this earlier. You're going to have to pull a card. Devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. It looks like your channeling skills are being noticed. To trust in them, to keep devoted, and you will continue to build the skills. You're loved unconditionally. Wow.
I think you should look into this guy too. I'm not even sure how to say the name. Melchizedek?
Yes.
But here, I'll let you read it if you want to write it down or screenshot. Because I feel like you should go down that rabbit hole. He may have, maybe he is one of your guides. Maybe he's around you and, helping you on this part of your journey with the higher learning. And the other one was Krishna, which I think is like one of the most powerful goddesses.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it does.
You got some nice cards pulled there, Sarah Joy, just for jumping on.
Right.
Oh, that feather looks like a third eye. Yeah, it does.
So you think I should pull one more for her?
I do, because we pulled this earlier.
So let's get a Rider-Waite-Smith card to add to your message of this higher calling that you're going on.
And we're pulling another one because we pulled this card earlier, and not that it's a double message, but I feel like it's a wild card, and she's kind of going to solidify this pull with her pull. Oh, you're so welcome.
All right. So the Five of Swords came up. Swords is the suit of challenges. It's connected to the element of air. So one thing to know with the air suit is the challenges will come and go. Even if something seems like a bit of a battle at a time, it's more of a logical battle. And as soon as you can solve it, it's not going to be, you won't have the energy anymore. The clouds will always move on. So, and it's interesting that we're in this Aquarius energy with the full moon. So now in the picture, you can see the person, they're holding their swords. The other people are walking away. It's the card of a stalemate, kind of saying that there's a battle that's now no longer worth fighting anymore. It's not calling for you to solve it anymore for that logical, viewpoint of it. this is the 5th card in the sword suit, and 5 is the number of freedom. So, you know, once you can kind of release whatever this logical challenge is, I know you were talking about, you know, some decisions that needed to be made, so I feel like it might be talking about that. Maybe the 5 is relevant in whatever this is talking about as well, because those swords are also connected to spirit, since it's that air element. So if it is talking about your higher calling, you know, maybe whatever was feeling like blocking you is something that's worth being called away from, because it's going to lead you to freedom, that weight lifted off of your shoulders and that clear path in front of you. It's also a card of adventure, so, you know, really stepping out of your comfort zone and being adventurous about it. So if self-sabotage is one of your challenges, then I would definitely, you know, write that down as one of your releases for the full moon. That you're ready to just let that go. Thank you, because it definitely kept you on a certain path and brought you where you are right now, but maybe you missed out on some opportunities for it. At the same time, maybe you weren't ready for those opportunities yet, and now that you're going to write that down to release, those opportunities will show themselves to you in an even better way for you on this part of your journey. That definitely is going to be a freeing card, and it's like nobody's feelings are getting hurt in this challenge. It's nothing dramatic or big. It's literally just like, okay, I'm putting these swords down because they're not calling me anymore, and I'm ready to go on the next part of the journey.
Yeah.
Time for an adventure.
Walk away from the self-sabotage. Look at that.
I love it.
Yeah. So beautiful.
You're being called to do some big things, girl.
Yes, Sarah Joy. Especially just for jumping
Right?
on and getting a message.
Yeah.
Yes, they needed it. Divine timing. So true.
Gotta trust it.
Yes.
I mean, the divine timing of this, you coming on.
Right. How amazing.
All right, so why don't you, Regina, before we pull our winner, tell them a little bit about the services that you do offer, like privately, and how they can get in touch with you, and tell them your website one more time.
Excuse me, my ear itched. What am I doing? It's like way past Regina's bedtime, so just bear with me. Look, you can see on a replay, I'm digging in my ear itched. I'm so sorry. So Golden Aura, you can find us at www.auraofgold.com. We're on a mission to help facilitate healing of the mind, body, and soul through holistic offerings. So we offer personal Reiki sessions. There's a quickie Reiki session, which is about 35 minutes if you're just interested or budget conscious. Sound healing, also do a personal chakra clearing, shamanic healing, as well as sound healing. So you can see all the offerings right there. And
get like more details on exactly what the Reiki is, or exactly what you get in the shamanic.
I broke everything down. And kind of, you might come in thinking that you want Reiki and whatnot, and we might end up needing to move something with a sound bowl. So I kind of, if you come in for Reiki, but I feel drawn to one of the other modalities that I do as well, I also meditation, I would incorporate that somehow. If tools are being called on,
you'll get a whole energetic consultation with Regina.
Basically. That's a very good way to put that.
Right?
So yeah, I am like truly blessed to have met Krissy and to be on the first Venus Moon After Dark. I definitely got to drop some F-bombs, which I didn't even ask about and didn't get hollered at. So yes, go me. So excited.
Well, thank you guys all for watching. This was so much fun. I hope you guys loved it. We're definitely going to pull a winner. But yeah, make sure if you didn't follow Regina yet on Golden Aura on Facebook, you do that. Let me shuffle, and then I'm going to, of course, let you do the honors to choose.
Since I've been pulling all those 4s, right?
So remember, if you entered the raffle, you win a fluorite bracelet, just like I'm wearing this 3rd one. You get a rutilated quartz, a nice big palm stone of it, as well as some other awesome little tumbles. Ooh. Let's see who the winner is.
Do a little hand gesture. Ooh. Dory Castle.
Dory Castle, congratulations.
Are you here, Dory
Oh,
Dory Castle?
Yeah, we'll give her a minute to make sure she's here. If not, we'll still give her a consolation prize.
Okay.
But yay.
Dory Ray, you here? Yes, your mama, how crazy. And we pulled a lot of ancestor stuff. Look at that. And we pulled your mom.
She could use a pretty fluorite bracelet.
Yes. Yeah, fluorite's going to be good for calming anxiety, bringing in, I feel like, grounding energy. I know fluorite helps me ground. If she's here, where are you, Dory? Yeah.
Oh.
Well, she's going to get a consolation prize.
We'll send her a piece of fluorite.
Yes, we will send her some fluorite. I can drop that off or whatever. We'll figure that out. We're going to pull something else. We love you, Dory. Marianne Murphy. Are you here, Marianne?
Marianne, be here.
We're calling you, Marianne.
And also, while we're waiting for Marianne to come back, you guys, if anyone else is a light worker in the South Jersey area and wants to come be one of my guests on Venus Moon After Dark, please send me a message. I would love to do readings in whatever modality you guys offer for everybody and talk about what you guys do. And Sarah Joy is actually going to be one of the guests.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. She's got a lot of cool stuff to share.
Oh, so fun, Sarah Joy. I actually, I did Reiki on one of my girlfriends this weekend that had just finished radiation and chemo. And she was able to finally sleep.
That's amazing.
Which
what
is
a gift.
beautiful. Yes. Marianne, are you here?
Hey, Nicole, we're just finishing up this live, but you actually can watch the replay when we sign off. We did a group reading for everybody, so you can connect to that. I'm sure that message is for you. It was a really, really powerful one, too. All right, I don't think Marianne's here either. You got to be here to win the prize. Dory's
here.
Should we do it? We said a minute, but she's here. She's here when we're still on.
She is here. I think it's fair. I do.
So, Dory, you did it. Congratulations.
Way to go, Dory.
You get the bracelet. You get some beautiful crystals just for you.
Yes, it looks like bringing in some healing energy, positive vibes, and kind of mindfulness so that you can stay grounded and remember, you know, what you... No problem, Nicole. Sorry. What you kind of need to manifest and or think about, kind of like wearing your positivity.
Yay! Thank you guys for watching. Dory, thank you for liking and sharing, and all of the rest of you that entered in to win. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. This was super fun.
It was.
You're
loved
the best.
It. Oh my gosh.
gosh.
Totally fangirling right now.
Yay! Well, you guys, I hope you all have an amazing night. Make sure, again, check out thevenusmoon.com/schedule to see all the other cool events that we have coming up. I have my next two events are the first week of August. I'm doing a manifestation workshop at Live Enjoy Yoga, and then I'm doing my past life regression hypnosis with sound bowls. So I'm going to hypnotize you guys. It's going to be real fun.
And I think that past life regression is very good for a lot of these pulls that we got tonight with karmatic, ancestral. Definitely.
I'm going to send you guys back to some lives you didn't even know you had. I'm excited. It's going to be intense.
Yeah.
And then all the fun stuff with Regina coming up, so definitely check out our schedules. And yay, thank you for hanging out with us. We will see you guys soon. And I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week.
Yeah.
And happy full moon Thursday.
And Dory, we'll get in touch with you and figure out the logistics.
You can send us a message with your address, and we can mail it to you or deliver it if you're local.
Yeah, she's local to me. I could probably.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So I'll send it home with you tonight for her.
Oh, perfect. Look at that.
Yay.
Dory, we'll be in contact and figure out. Thank you guys so much. This was great.
Yay. We'll see you soon.
Love. Bye.